You caught me in the middle of a ride home from the game store to my friend's house. And it's 2008, so, you know, there's still manuals in the games. I miss when they still had these, you know, inserts and stuff were fun. Give you something to do on the ride home, you know. Yeah, I couldn't play the game yet, but, you know, I could look at the characters, the controls and stuff. And I could at least imagine playing it. Yeah, I miss these. Yeah, it got me thinking. Really need to talk about more cool manuals and inserts that I can think of. Oh, and if you're curious, my buddy's address is... So, yeah, I don't have a tripod that points down yet. So this is just my regular tripod, just pointing down at a table. If I keep making stuff like this, we'll get to it. But yeah, pretty much, I just wanted to kind of talk about how game manuals just aren't really a thing anymore. I mean, sometimes they are, but, you know, most of the time you just get like a empty box and nothing with your game, besides the disc. And sometimes the disc ain't even on it, as we said last time in the last video. But I wanted to talk about starting out with cool manuals, stuff that's not even like super special. Just stuff that looks nice and stuff that's helpful. I like the ones with the characters in it. Maybe got some cool artwork. And legit, the Final Fantasy VII manual actually taught me that you can run away from fights. I had no clue you could do that until after I beat the game. But yeah, you get cool little info about like the characters' ages and stuff, and I really, really enjoy that. Aerith is older than Cloud. Now you know. 8's got some really cool stuff in it too. The discs are nice too, because each disc has like another character on it, like Squall's on this disc, Cypher, and then Laguna. You would think that they would have like Renoa here, just because she's definitely way more important than Cypher, but you know, that's nice. What I really like about this one is that if you play... Oh, there she is. Alright, that's 4 discs. I forgot. The thing is, that's nice about this, the junction system. Page 24. I don't know which one is page 24. Here it is. What's nice about this is if you've played Final Fantasy VIII, you know that the junction system is confusing as hell. And the game only explains it to you like once. It's pretty easy once you actually kind of understand the basics of it, but it's nice to have a manual like this to refer back to that you can, you know, maybe explain it more. If you hear that, those are my cats running around like ding-dongs because they wanted to be let out while I was recording, and I'm letting them, and now I think I'm paying the price. So, yep. I mainly just wanted an excuse to show off the Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9 discs and manuals. This one's actually from the re-releases that they're doing. This one says Square Enix, this one says Squaresoft. But they re-released a lot of their PlayStation 1 games a while back. Realistically, I probably could have done the Final Fantasy 5 and 6 disc and shown that off because it was probably way cooler, but, you know, I just like stuff like this. It's really cool. And also, I learned some things. I didn't know Zidane had a last name. Now I do. But I like stuff like this. You know, you can learn about status effects, anything that really is honestly just helpful. That's why I wanted to show these manuals. Yeah, they're cool, but they're also just kind of really helpful to play the game, you know? Next up, I wanted to talk about cat. It is a cat running around. And I'm not cutting you out because it's funny. I really like the manuals and the inserts that just have like a distinct style to them that kind of match their game's aesthetic. You know, the Poke Park Wii manual is really just kind of showing off this fun little cutesy art style and stuff. And this game is actually really good. I love this game. I played it all the time when I was a kid. But like, see, it's just the colors of it and stuff like that. It's all just nice. It gives like that same cozy feeling the game does. And then, you know, you get to a certain point in the manual, and also it would give you some cheat codes for the game too. The rest of them I had to look up. But then, you know, you get to some point in the menu, and then you just get to, you know, Comandes de base. This video is very unstructured, obviously, and I kind of like that it is.
because the last time I think I was too robotic in the way I talk. But Mario Galaxy 2 also has this little aspect to its manual. They make the manual straight up look like space and shit, and makes it look like the game. The first game did this too, I believe, but I think the second menu just looked a tad, the second manual just looked a tad bit better. But yeah, I don't know, stuff like this is just awesome to me. And yeah. And what I really like about games like Pikmin 3 and stuff is that they just kind of redo the 3D models on the front of the case, and it's just charming. Pikmin 2 kind of does something like this too with the little claymation things they have on them, but they just fill the book with these 3D models and stuff, and just charming little drawings, and then you got the soulless crap in the middle. But this stuff is just nice to look at rather than just, you know, press A. I love it. I love stuff like this. And another really cool instance was Smash 4, or Smash for Wii U, whatever you want to call it, was after you get through a certain point in the book, this is when it's also kind of helpful. I mean, first of all, it does tell you how to play the game, but at the same time, you get like full-on character movesets and like what they do and stuff like that. You can learn how to play all these characters, and I'm sure that even if I read it, I still would not be good at playing as Shulk as much as I'd like to be. But yeah, I love it when a manual does something just charming or helpful or cool, you know? And I just wanted to flex my Wii U games. I miss my Wii U, I wish it still worked. So, this, and this. What has it all got in common? Posters and other cool shit. I love it when they put stuff like this in here. And I'll get that out now. And yeah, this is what I really like for them to put in games and stuff, is little cool posters and maps of stuff. Like, that's the whole map from Red Dead Redemption 2, Los Santos from GTA 5. Really just neat little poster of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is just really cool. And I think I got this with Sea of Stars when I got that not too long ago. And the one of them that I actually think is the most clever, I'll give Bethesda something of a plus at one point. They have the whole perk chart from Fallout 4 just as a poster, and it's really charming. I liked it when, I mean, this was, you know, a lot of these were a few years back, but this and this, those are new games. I like it when companies at least pretend to give a shit still about, you know, their presentation. And almost every Like a Dragon or Yakuza game, whatever you want to call it, all of the new ones that I've gotten all come, and you moron, you did not show the sticker! They have a sticker. I put one of them on the side of one of my shelves, but a lot of times I just keep them because it's cool. It's just kind of like a nice little calling card they put in there. Find it charming, very charming. Play this, by the way. Please play more of these games. I want more of them, and for them to have more budget. Thank you. And while I'm on the topic of Fallout 4, this and Fallout 3 both have this really cool idea of doing survival guides. And you think with how they do the poster, it's like, oh man, this is like a whole book and like in theme with the game. You blew it. What really sucks is a lot of times modern games, and by modern I mean this year, 2024, is you get a whole lot of nothing. That's boring. And then, if you don't get nothing, soulless crap. I just would like a little bit of care and love. And a lot of times, some of the coolest stuff you can get is like little promotional stuff or special offers that you get just for having the game on physical. You know, I got access to a whole 2 new classes in Infinite Wealth that, you know, most other people don't necessarily get access to. I mean, they weren't like the best classes or jobs in the game, but they were still nice. You know, I got stuff like Fortnite on PS4. We got the early access pack. I'm pretty sure half this shit is useless now because Save the World pretty much is just who actually plays that. I can get some shotgun shells if I want. 500 of them, look at that. And then sometimes you get coupons. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, $5 off of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Do you think it's too late to cash that in, or do you think I can get that back? Whoops. And hell, Dishonored 2, which I've heard is really good, has the whole code for the first game on there. Which, no, I'm not going to show it to you, and I've already downloaded it, I'm pretty sure. So no, no, no. Bad grifter. Bad. Pokemon X had a decent little manual too. You know, at least it has some artwork on it. Tells you about the player search system and stuff. But it also told me how to get a Torchic with a special item Megastone in 2013. I think I'm a little too late to get this guy. Yeah, I think I ran out of time. Fuck. And my favorite company, Ubisoft, gives you special promotions as buy more of our shit. Ta-da! No, thank you. And now I just wanted to show off some of my favorite little things that come in some of these little packages right here. For Hades, you get the digital soundtrack on here, and no, you're not looking at that either. And you also just get like a cool little mini art book of all the characters and stuff. I'm gonna need, yeah, this is cool. Let's move on. One of my favorite games, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, has a whole little mini comic book in it. Like, check this out. This is like the same little intro that plays at the beginning of the game when you boot it up. Yeah, it's nothing like insane, but just like the effort that was put into stuff at this time. Which I guess some stuff still has effort in it, which is kind of my point. But this is just so neat. Like, and so charming. I just kind of miss when stuff was like that. Also, check out this cover art, man. It's awesome. I need to talk about cover art at some point, but one step at a time. And, you know, also you just get like little interesting things in these things. Sometimes, like, I get a little cardboard thing of this cat from Stray. I still haven't played this game, so I don't really know the significance, but that's neat. And they took one of my cats as a model for this game. And then sometimes you get interesting things, like an obituary. And I think what's really cool is that, like, certain special releases, like limited editions, legendary editions, and just collections of things, a lot of times those still have really cool inserts in them. Like the Halo 5 limited edition. This has a bunch of stuff. You know, this was really cool to me when I was younger, and it's still kind of neat that they actually even put anything in here. I mean, hell, there's like this whole little like metal arts and crafts thing that I would probably get like tetanus from that I never put together. But like the fact that it's even in here at all is just kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, you get the limited edition of Halo 5. You get some stuff. Cool case though. Sonic Origins Plus came with not only this really cool reversible case that makes it look like a Genesis game. Yes, I keep it like this all the time because it's like this on the other side. But also you get this neat little art book. It's just, I miss it when, well, I guess this is not something I miss because it's recent, but it shows like actual concept art from like the characters when they were being, you know, conceptualized and stuff. Sure, I'm sure there's some stuff from Sonic Origins Plus specifically, but like, I just love the effort that's put into this. There's like a whole page in this that's showing like the different reversible cover arts from like the different regions. Like, this is what ours looks like, and then this is what Japanese reversible cover art looks like, because it looks like the Genesis cover for Sonic games over there. And it's just so neat. And I think that there's even a whole page in here that shows like alternate covers. Yeah, it shows the alternate covers, like what they look like for us, or that's the European stuff, but what it looked like for, you know, Japanese stuff, and then what we got, which I actually am pretty fond of most of these. Just don't look at Sonic too closely. Or Eggman, for that matter. This isn't like one of my more exciting ones, but Super Mario Maker had stuff too, because I think it was the 30th anniversary of Mario, or 35th, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, not only you get the game and stuff, you get this also little art book. Shows you kind of like what kind of levels and stuff you can make. They show like kind of example of all the weird shit that can happen in this. And I just really miss stuff having so much thought into it. And even when you don't really need a whole lot of thought to go into this stuff sometimes. Kitty. But I think it's just neat when companies actually put in a crazy amount of effort into making something. What the fuck is this? And you know, I was talking about special releases and special anniversary titles. You got stuff like Skyward Sword, which comes with the 25th anniversary Symphony CD. Symphony CD. And you know, see? Right here. Which is awesome. And I don't think my eBay copy has a Symphony CD. But joke's on you! You gave me another game! I really would have liked the Symphony CD though. And some of my favorites that I have are, which I don't think I have like the sleeves for them originally that they came in, because they were just boxes before I started keeping them. You got Kirby's Dream Collection, the special edition, which comes with not only a bunch of the classic Kirby titles, but it came with this little anniversary book. I miss it when there was stuff like this. I keep saying that, but it's not that I miss it, it's just that it's not as common anymore. It's just super nice to have something like this and feel kind of validated, and like you can go back and look at this stuff and not only think back to, you know, the collection you bought, but you can also think back to, oh man, what a journey these little series have been on, you know? And that's cool and all, but I want to talk about one of the coolest ones. Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii. Super Mario All-Stars was already a game that was released on the Super Nintendo, which I have the Super Nintendo version, but they re-released it for the... Re-released it for the 25th anniversary and had all these games on here. It had Mario 1, The Lost Levels, which was Mario 2, kind of, and then Super Mario Brothers 2, and then Mario Brothers 3, and they're like the remastered NES versions and stuff. Really neat. You get your little booklet, obviously. This one is not as impressive as what else I'm going to show you, but it's neat. Like I said, I just like the effort being in there at all. And you also get Super Mario History, a fun little book that I used to peruse through all the time. It's just a bunch of cool little artwork, and you got some interviews in here. I think interviews, or just like little comments from developers and stuff. And it's just like, some of this stuff is just so charming, and I miss it. And I'm glad that stuff like limited editions and special editions still exist, because I love looking at stuff like this. And I don't know, this artwork is just really nice to me. And it's also just fun to see like what kind of neat little stuff in here, like this neat merchandise, a cult. And yeah, I love stuff like this. And one of the neatest things that also came with it was Super Mario History, an actual soundtrack thing. It plays songs from a bunch of Mario games and shit. This is awesome. You can just sit there and put it in and just listen to some tunes. You know, it's nothing like insane, but the fact that this was all in one little package, it was like a gift within a gift. And I love it so much. And I just wish that, you know, this was something that was more, you know, apparent, important, because it's almost like a little thank you note. It's like, thanks for buying the game. Here's a little something extra just for you. And the fact that some of this stuff still even exists at all it's kind of one of the reasons why I still go physical, is just because every now and then I'll get something cool. But yeah, this video is a little less structured than normal, but I just really wanted to make something like this, and yeah. Thanks for watching. And I want to kind of make more stuff similar to this, and I hope to down the line, because I think I like the unscripted stuff better. But yeah, so that was Game Inserts and Manuals. Thanks for watching. It's been a long day. Oh, hey whiteboard. What's wrong? Me? I was just, working on the new video. Big deal, it's the second one, I think. Come on, don't be like that. Look, I just didn't need your help for this one. First one, I kind of needed something going on in the background, but I'm not going to need you for every video. I'll use you next time. Probably. It's no big deal. On the bright side, game manuals and insert video is going to be done soon. So, that's a win. Well, what are you gonna do? Look, we can't just walk on and forget all this stuff? Wait. Look, I don't want nothing to do with that, okay? Look, hey!